Hey guys, thanks for checking in on the NFN Radio News Podcast, brought to you by Not Fake News.biz. I'm Bob Gaddy, editor and publisher of Not Fake News. Remember the song from the 60s, Secret Agent Man with Johnny Rivers? The opening chorus went like this. Now I can't sing, so I'll just read you the lyrics. You're welcome. Oh. There's a man who leads a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. Oh, with every move he makes, another chance he takes. The odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret Agent Man. Secret Agent Man. Well, it looks like Russia has its own Secret Agent Man right here in the United States. And for 4 years he occupied the highest, most powerful seat in the land. His name was Donald J. Trump, and he had a lot of help from certain segments of the media in accomplishing his mission on behalf of Vladimir Putin. Take a listen to Putins Man in America from Not Fake News.biz. One of these days, I'll write a spy novel, and the main character will be an American president and his media mouthpiece who are openly working on behalf of the world's most powerful and vicious dictator. That president, despite his promises to make America the greatest, most powerful nation on earth, promises that will be amplified by his own favorite television network to the point that millions of everyday Americans and would-be patriots believe him, will actually be working to advance the cause, the reach, and the influence of our nation's most bitter enemy. Oh, wait. We just lived through that novel, didn't we? In reality, the president was Donald J. Trump. The news network was Fox News, and the treacherous dictator was Vladimir Putin. And it wasn't fiction. Over the past 4 years, we saw repeated examples of Putin's inexplicable hold on Trump and Trump's almost fawning admiration of his Russian counterpart. And while all of this was going on, the pundits at Fox News spread Trump's lies, supported his actions, no matter how questionable, and brainwashed millions of American voters. Now Australia's former Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull, a former journalist, has cut to the chase on all of this, focusing on both Trump and Robert Murdoch, who owns Fox News. At a parliamentary hearing earlier this month, Turnbull said he was sickened to see what Murdoch has achieved with Trump in America, suggesting that the defeated president's relationship with Fox News was similar to the state-run media in authoritarian countries. Turnbull said Murdoch's media empire pretty much carried out propaganda work for terrorists by stoking hate for minorities, saying that Murdoch's News Corp operates like a political party but is unelected and unaccountable. Where does this end? Turnbull asked. Well, we saw that at the U.S. Capitol on the 6th of January, he told the Media Diversity Inquiry. If you don't think that is a threat to American democracy and undermining the strength and capability of our most important ally, then you know you are kidding yourself, Turnbull told Australian lawmakers. What does Vladimir Putin want to do with his operations in America? He wants to divide America and turn Americans against each other, said Turnbull, who has known Murdoch since 1974. That is exactly what Murdoch has done, divided Americans against each other, and so undermined their faith in political institutions that a mob of thousands of people, many of them armed, stormed the Capitol. Many of us in the United States have been following the fate of Russian imprisoned opposition leader Alexei Navalny, who has just ended a lengthy hunger strike in protest of Putin's oppressive activities in Russia. Navalny is Putin's fiercest critic. In September 2020, when Trump was asked about the poisoning of Navalny, Trump gave a rambling response mentioning China, North Korea, and Afghanistan, and then finally said, "We haven't had any proof yet regarding how Navalny had been poisoned," even though his administration had received unequivocal evidence that Navalny had been poisoned in Russia by the Soviet-developed nerve agent Novichok. That was just one example of Trump's deference to Putin, who since 2007 tried to ingratiate himself with the Russian dictator when he sent him a letter saying, "As you probably have heard, I'm a big fan of yours." As the Sunday Guardian reported, September 13, 2020, Trump has never criticized Putin, nor had he yet confronted Putin about intelligence reports that Russia paid bounties to the Afghans for killing American soldiers. As the New York Times reported, to all appearances, Putin has the President of the United States in his pocket. The question of why Trump was so deferential to Putin throughout his presidency has never been definitively answered. In Bob Woodward's book, Rage, Dan Coates, former director of U.S. National Intelligence, said he thinks Putin must have compromising material on Trump. There is no other explanation, he says. Well, facts are facts. We know Russia meddled in the 2016 presidential election, helping Trump defeat Hillary Clinton, and that Trump said he believed Putin when he denied doing so. We know that he fired FBI Director James Comey, who was trying to stop an investigation into Russian interference in the election. We know that throughout Trump's presidency, there were multiple incidents involving racial unrest, protests, violent demonstrations, all giving Trump the opportunity to attack the Black Lives Matter movement and solidify his standing with his white supremacist supporters. Are Putin's fingerprints on any of this? Those are just two examples among many others that have been widely reported about Trump's weird love affair with Putin and the negative impact it's had on America. But why? Is it that Trump is just stupid and admires dictators who act like the tough guy he tries to portray? Is it sexual blackmail? Russia intelligence is known for using hidden cameras to record arranged sex sessions with businessmen and diplomats in hotels. Was Trump compromised in this way? Perhaps money is the answer. The Sunday Guardian suggests that maybe one reason why Trump fought so hard to shield his tax returns from the public was because Russian money bailed him out during his multiple bankruptcies. Maybe it's all three: stupidity, sex, and money. Nevertheless, Trump's presidency served to weaken America both internationally and domestically. The internal divisions that have ripped into our society are evident every day, whether it's on city streets or in the halls of Congress. Hate and distrust have been magnified, even to the point that some people refuse to take the life-saving COVID-19 vaccinations simply because they do not trust the government. Who benefits from all of this? America's enemies, Russia and Vladimir Putin, chief among them. Who is largely responsible? Donald J. Trump and the right-wing media that has served as his mouthpiece. So with that, we'll take a quick break here, but I'll be right back with some closing comments. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. It'd be great if you'd follow NFN Radio News so you don't miss an episode. And check out Not Fake News.biz too, where you'll find new material just about every day by some excellent writers with perspectives on a whole range of topics. You can sign up as a member at NotFakeNews.biz. And of course, it's all free. Also, let your friends know about this podcast and about NotFakeNews.biz. Our goal is to be informative and entertaining as we comment on the latest developments in the news with just a little lean to the left. And don't forget to check out Tempo in the Times, our new companion podcast with co-host Scott Raminger, and also former New Jersey Governor Jim Florio from time to time. Streaming right now on major podcast platforms is the first of 2 episodes with Piano Man Daryl Davis, a black guy who actually infiltrated the KKK. You won't want to miss that one. To learn more and for easy access to all of those episodes, just visit tempointhetimes.com. So hey, thanks for listening. This is Bob Gaddy signing off for NFN Radio News and Not Fake News.